Sentire Media.
Welcome to the Stop Italian Sounding podcast, uncovering authentic Italian food. I'm your host, Robert Campana, and join me as we delve into the rich heritage of genuine Italian food, exploring its legends, history, and traditions. Through important tips and insightful interviews with industry professionals, you'll gain a deeper understanding of authentic Italian food. Welcome back, everyone, to the Stop Italian Sounding show, uncovering authentic Italian food. So, I know some of you are probably planning on going to Italy soon, and for today, I want to talk to you about a pre-dinner ritual that has become kind of a staple in Italian culture. In fact, it's something that you could even replicate possibly at home if you aren't yet able to make that trip to Italy. I'm talking about the almighty aperitivo. So what is it exactly, you may ask? Well, in simple terms, an aperitivo refers to a pre-dinner drink centered around drinks and appetizers. And when I mean pre-dinner in Italy, that's usually around 6 to 7:30, 7:45, 8 o'clock p.m. It's a cultural tradition in Italy, of course, where people usually meet after work for a relaxed moment before dinner. And the drinks served during an aperitivo can include cocktails like Aperol Spritz, Negroni, or even wine or beer, along with non-alcoholic options as well. And they're typically accompanied by small snacks such as olives, cheese, cured meats, crackers, little sandwiches, and other local products according to that specific area in Italy. So obviously, of course, every bar is different with the amount of food they serve with that specific drink. So theoretically, the idea of an aperitivo is to stimulate the appetite and socialize before heading off to dinner later that evening. So first, for today, I want to start with some brief history of the aperitivo, which has origins in Italy dating back to the late 18th century and early 19th century, stemming from medicinal tonics intended to stimulate appetite and aid digestion before meals. These drinks were often infused with herbs and spices believed to have specific digestive benefits. And as Italy's cafe culture flourished in cities like Milan, Torino, and Venice, the concept of an aperitivo, of course, evolved. And the cafes, or bars as they're known in Italy, began offering these pre-dinner drinks in the early evening, attracting people who would gather to socialize, of course, after a long day at work. Milan, in particular, played a very important role in shaping the modern aperitivo culture, where cafes, or bars, I should say, not only served drinks, but also accompanied them with small snacks or appetizers, or stuzzichini, as they're known in Italian. The aperitivo soon became a, let's just say, social ritual, bridging the gap between the end of the workday and the start of dinner. And it provided a relaxed environment for friends, colleagues, family to gather together and to unwind, converse, and to enjoy drinks alongside little bites. And this tradition, as you would imagine, spread across Italy with different regions contributing to their own local specialties and flavors. So when you're in Italy, you definitely want to experience this because it gives you the opportunity to get a taste of what it's like to take it easy and wind down a little bit and to experience everyday Italian culture. Now, I'm not saying that Italians go out for an aperitivo every day because they don't, but it is very much engraved in their modern day culture. Many bars in Italy offer different types of aperitivo, and of course, depending on the area, you can enjoy it with a stunning view. Just walk in the bar and say that you're there for an aperitivo, and they'll give you the proper menu and they'll seat you. And typically, if you purchase a drink, they'll bring out some food to accompany that drink. And it isn't meant to substitute dinner, but simply to prepare you for a dinner later that night, because in Italy, dinner is usually much lighter when compared to that of North America. However, in recent years, the concept of an apericena has evolved, especially in Milan, and then eventually started to spread in other areas of Italy. So, what exactly is an apericena? Well, an apericena, as you may hear with the word, is a combination of the word aperitivo, which we just discussed, and the word cena, which means dinner. And usually, in this case, an apericena can substitute dinner because with the purchase of a drink, you'll oftentimes have access to a buffet of food. And again, the options for food offered during the apericena depends on where you are specifically in Italy. But typically you'll find finger foods like bruschetta, olives, and little pieces of even pizza or cured meats, cheeses, but also things like rice, pasta, and other products local to that area. So you have more of an abundance of food with that drink, which is meant, of course, to substitute dinner. Because with the word apericena, it includes the word dinner, so you wouldn't have two dinners. Anyway, the last time I enjoyed an apericena was in the city of Milan, where it was actually born, and I was able to enjoy many different things with, of course, the purchase of just one drink. Now, of course, being a buffet, don't expect the quality of the food to be extremely high. Yes, from an American point of view, it will seem very good, but it cannot be compared, of course, to other eateries in Italy, like a ristorante, osteria, or a trattoria, for example, which I discussed in a previous episode. So when you're in Italy, I think it would be nice for you to try an aperitivo or even an apericena to experience the local culture. But don't forget, because it's typically before dinner time. And in Italy, that's, like I said, before dinner time is around 6 to 7:30 or even 8 o'clock p.m. Yes, Italians eat dinner much later when compared to North Americans. So anyway, if you're not headed to Italy anytime soon, you could still try it. Of course, you could try and replicate it at home. So all you have to do is just make any drink of your choice, maybe just a typical Aperol Spritz or any other cocktail. I specifically prefer sparkling wine like Prosecco. And then after, just prepare some finger foods or stuzzichini, as it's said in Italian. And since it's summertime, I'd like to suggest one of my favorite summertime things to eat, and I'm referring to the prosciutto and melon, or prosciutto e melone in Italian. So this could actually be eaten as an aperitivo or an appetizer to a dinner, or even as a dinner itself if you want to have a light dinner and a delicious one. It's very easy to prepare. Just get some good prosciutto. It has to be cut thin, of course, with some sweet melon. And cut the melon and wrap the prosciutto around it, and then that's it. So you may be saying, how do these two even match? Well, prosciutto and melon, in my opinion, make a great combination because they blend together flavors that are contrasting with each other. And the saltiness of the prosciutto, for example, complements the sweetness of the melon, which creates a balanced and, in my opinion, a delicious taste profile. So anyway, as we wrap up today's episode, give an aperitivo a try. If you're headed to Italy, or if you're not headed to Italy, you could still give it a try. You just won't have the scenery of being there, of course. And if you're not of the legal age to consume alcohol, just choose a non-alcoholic drink, and you could still enjoy this Italian cultural tradition that is so loved by Italians and tourists alike. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the stories of authentic Italian cuisine. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to this podcast for more insights and interviews. Also, feel free to reach out with your thoughts or questions on our social media channels at Stop Italian Sounding or on our website, stopitasounding.com. Grazie a tutti e alla prossima.
Sentire Media.
Hey, podcast producers and show hosts. Do you want to join a podcast network that celebrates all things Italian? At Sentire Media, we understand the allure of Italy and its unique culture. Our devoted team of hosts and producers are all driven by their shared passion for Italy. And we work tirelessly to create the best lifestyle podcasts and content that will whisk you away to the very heart of Italy. With us, you can savor the mouth-watering flavors, get lost in the stories from the past, break down the cultural barriers, and truly immerse yourself in the vibrant traditions of this intoxicating country. If you have a great podcast idea or are already in production and would like to join Sentire Media, head over to sentiremedia.com, that's SENTIRE media.com, and find out how to submit your show.